Yes, there are thousands in our family. Their work is an integral part of what will be the best picture of the year and of every picture of every year. The award that is about to be given then is a tribute to each and every one of them. The best motion picture is...
Hey everybody, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for joining us on TCM. Even though this year's Academy Awards ceremony has now come and gone, we are still celebrating all things Oscar here with our 31 Days of Oscar Film Festival. Tonight, we're bringing you Oscar nominees and winners from the early 1980s. And up next, we have a great one. It's also a TCM premiere, a courtroom drama from 1982, nominated for 5 Academy Awards. Directed by Sidney Lumet, Paul Newman stars in The Verdict. It's the story of a down-and-out Boston attorney named Frank Galvin. Beaten down by a career ruined by booze and abandoned by his wife, he's become an ambulance chaser in a perpetual alcoholic stupor. When a friend hands him a medical malpractice case with a big settlement offer, Frank jumps at it. But after seeing the victim in the case, Frank chooses to go to trial and take on the powerful hospital, the victim's family, and his own nature for one shot at redemption. David Mamet wrote the screenplay, adapting it from Barry Reed's book. Producers Richard Zanuck and David Brown landed one of Hollywood's biggest stars to play the lead, but it wasn't Paul Newman. It was Robert Redford. Redford was even willing to commit to the movie without director approval, but Redford was not willing to commit to the script. According to Lumet, Redford didn't want to play such an unlikable character, so several writers attempted to rewrite Mamet's screenplay and make Frank Galvin more likable. But as far as Lumet was concerned, a neutered protagonist took the fire out of the story. So the director decided to go with Mamet's original screenplay. Redford bowed out, and Newman, who embraced the flawed character, signed on. The end result was 5 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director for Lumet, Best Actor for Newman, Best Adapted Screenplay for Mamet, and Best Supporting Actor for James Mason. From 1982, also with Charlotte Rampling, Jack Warden, and Milo O'Shea, it's the TCM premiere of The Verdict. Paul Newman certainly played his share of troubled, even despicable characters in movies like The Long Hot Summer, The Hustler, and HUD. But his character in The Verdict wasn't merely flawed, he was capable of shameful exploitation of the weak, though he was also clearly vulnerable. Newman described Frank Galvin as an open wound and said it was a relief to have an unprotected character to play. But in rehearsals, director Sidney Lumet, famous for being an actor's director, noticed Newman was having a hard time revealing himself in the performance, and Lumet finally asked Newman to tap into the part of himself that was like the character, like Frank Galvin. Lumet said after that, sparks flew, and both the character and the movie took on new life. Critics called it one of Newman's most honest performances, and Newman earned his 6th Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Up next, the Best Picture winner of 1981. Stay with us.
Tonight on TCM's 31 Days of Oscar, Hugh Hudson directs a Best Picture winner for his feature film debut, Chariots of Fire. Then Kevin Costner's suicide inspires a weekend reunion in The Big Chill. And male bonding is on the menu in Diner.